Right. I'm giving her this look this morning, okay?
Damn.
You know, because Lizzo.
What? I thought we was going to talk about Ruffy.
You know, Lizzo and Ruffy, who y'all gonna learn about later. Y'all probably remember Ruffy if y'all been rocking with us since the beginning, but that's okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Papa Evans.
Oh, he's in there.
We are here for another Thursday.
Bonjour.
Stomach is a little unstable today, but we gonna make it.
Ooh, I'm not saying nothing. I want to so bad.
Hey, Mommy.
Hola.
Hey, Jeanette.
Hey, y'all.
We're back for another Thursday, guys. Thank you for rocking with us for another week. This is Beautyish Radio, where we talk about beauty, business,
and all that ish.
Shut up.
Ruffy know why that's so funny.
I hate you.
I'm sorry. I couldn't even help it.
You know,
it's
y'all,
the bubble guts, Joy,
really?
with the bubble peas.
Really?
And then there's all that ish.
Really?
Oh, my God. Look at
You know, y'all, it's okay. It's okay. They gonna come for me
I'm
today.
sorry.
You know, my stomach, I've been doing this
Joy gonna
detox,
get on
y'all.
my
That's okay.
ass
Because I
today.
can be transparent with my people. I've been, doing a little detox, and my stomach was a little bubbly this
How you been
morning.
detoxing, Jizzle?
Because I got to lose weight.
No, I understand.
It's just gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's coming from.
I'll
Maybe all
detox
the
next
mac
week, and then you can rumpa pom pom on my ass. How about that?
Really?
And call us
Rubber-
even.
rubber
So can we just agree to
No,
talk about
'cause
Ruffy?
I ain't gonna do that
Can we
to
just
you.
agree to talk about Ruffy on the episode today?
Right,
Oh, it is so
right.
little. I love the tiny pinky.
Y'all
Okay.
see how she do me.
Yay. So it's just on Ruffy's ass today.
Really?
Woo.
Good morning, Maurice.
Good morning,
I know you
Reese.
ain't told Maurice too, you know?
No, I didn't. I ain't get a chance to.
So he can talk about me later too. 'Cause
Reese is,
he
you
always
told on
come for
yourself.
me.
Reese didn't
He
know nothing
always
about the
come for
bubbles.
me. He always come for me.
You know something now.
So anyway, guys, I'm Joy M. Hutton, founder of On The Go Glam.
And I am Lydia Evans, founder of SWG Essentials, better known as Swag Essentials.
She on fire this morning.
Me?
Yep, you. Just coming for me this morning. Really? Everything's gonna be a joke about me having I know what you're thinking though.
I didn't even say anything.
This is why you can't tell nobody. Now. She's like, "Are you okay?
I just
It's
asked if she
okay.
okay.
You can tell me."
These are our brothers in the studio.
They're brothers in the studio, and they got jokes.
These are
all
brothers
day,
of
y'all.
the brothers of the studio struggles.
Y'all, the jokes. It's the jokes for me.
They
you
love
know what I'm
us. They
saying?
know.
They do. They do. All right, guys. You know we like to kick it off. Today's episode is Why You All in My Grill.
Your mama said you're not gonna detox. Well, that's a
I
damn
have
shame,
been
mother.
detox.
No,
Oh,
she's talking about
you-
me.
Damn.
That's a damn shame, mother. Mother just, I mean,
You know,
honestly,
it's
Mom,
always the mothers that's gonna call
the
you out.
moms are go- I don't even. Your daughter don't need to because your
The-
mama gonna roast me in the
That's
comments.
right. That's it. That's it.
Damn.
And your mama said,
I love
"Hey,
you,
Mama,
Mama."
Evans."
Oh,
Your mama on here too.
Mama.
She said, "Yeah, fire. Yeah, it's okay. We're putting out fires."
Oh, my mama don't eat. She somebody on fire. Put the baby out of fire.
I cannot.
Somebody blow on the baby.
Whew. Oh, yeah, you and the babies.
Are we gonna get into the?
Yeah, with the beauty of the
bowels?
week.
The beauty of the week.
We keep getting distracted.
What?
Okay.
What's distracting us though, Joy?
You know what? Anyway, today's beauty of the week is Simone Biles. Wait.
What?
No, it's
That ain't
not.
our beauty of the week.
That's not our beauty of the week. It's Missy Elliott.
No, that's it.
Simone Biles is next week, Mike.
Y'all getting this live.
Right.
You
y'all
see what I'm
getting-
talking about? Now we gotta find Mike
Wait, I was
asses
like,
and
no,
get Ruffy behind her.
There we go. I was like, wait.
Mike.
See, Mike is trying to get fired before he leave. You know what I'm saying?
Mike,
All
don't
right.
leave
So
us.
today's beauty of the week is Missy Elliott.
Today's
Can you
beauty of the
work
week is
it? Can you work it?
Is that how I go?
Flip it and reverse it. I don't know.
Insurance. Who
Yeah, who doesn't love Missy Elliott?
doesn't love Missy Elliott?
She
We
got
gotta get a
hits
better
for
picture of her
days.
next time. She look a little, you know what I mean?
Well, I wanted people to recognize her because her
damn.
new Missy, I'm like, who is that?
I mean, who is the? What she look like now?
Well, you know, she looks good, but it's like I want people to remember who.
Oh, you
yeah.
put a throwback Missy.
Well, that ain't even a throwback, but
Oh,
it's,
that's a recent Missy.
I don't know. She's
shit.
skinny on
She
there.
got different looks.
Yeah, so
Depending on where you in her life
I
at.
wanted her to be recognizable because
I
the
love
photos
Missy.
that I saw, I was like, that doesn't even look like her, even though she looks beautiful. But I was like, it doesn't look like her. But Missy been doing her thing for years. I love her. We picked her because, today's episode is Why You All on My Grill.
Missy
And
got me through
everybody knows
college.
it. Yes.
That music got me through college.
And still getting us through.
Yep.
Missy
Shout
still
out to
getting
Missy
us through.
Elliott.
Shout out to Missy
Yep.
Elliott, Beauty of the Week.
Yep.
So we just gonna go ahead and get into, today's topic, which is why you all in my grill.
That's all I want to know.
That's what I want to know. And why am I still trying to get this posted on
You looking like me? Joy looking just real tech slow today.
I can't.
And she's a hot techie. She knows that tech world. I'll call her like, Joy, how do I upload
today,
to
y'all. I'm
the
struggling.
cloud?
I'm struggling today. That's all.
And now she just coming in here with just a struggle piece.
I am struggling. And
It's
hopefully
okay.
this champagne doesn't put me over.
Well, considering you came, I'm not going to. Never mind.
Came in hot. I came in hot.
I know. You came in just the right temperature for me. It's Ruffy that feels like you came in hot.
I'm not messing with y'all. So anyway.
I'm doing a roast redirection.
Let's talk about people being all in our grill.
Yep.
People feel like they are entitled to know your business.
They do.
Yeah. Especially, I had a conversation with some people last week. They were like, well, you are on a reality show. First of all,
Right.
I can still choose what I want people to know and not know.
Absolutely.
So what if I went on a reality show? Y'all still didn't know everything about me from being on that show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I shared what I wanted people to know.
And I think your personality reflected that too.
Yeah.
I get what people are saying about that, but I also think you see a person's personality in the show.
Yeah.
In any reality show where you
Yeah.
can kind of gauge whether they're like and they're ham for the cam.
Right.
Or if they're more like, behind this you can tell they're a very just demure private person.
Yeah.
So I really think that you evoke that. Because
Exactly.
like the joy I know is the joy I saw on the show.
Yep, exactly. I am who I am. That's
What
what you gonna
the
get.
joy they don't know is the one that'll get on your ass if you joke at her. She'll come for you like a bear cat. Like that's the side you don't know because most people don't joke with her like that. They just see her and smile and stuff, so they don't get that piece that I get with her. So when they get that piece with her, we just go back and forth and banter all day. It's the funniest thing in the world.
It's funny.
And she got
Roasting on
jokes.
each other. I do have jokes.
Yeah, you
A
do.
little
You
joke.
do. You're
but
very
here's the
witty.
thing, I don't try to be funny. I just say things and you like, that's so funny.
Right,
and
because
I'm
stuff
like,
you
but
don't
I'm
know.
not.
Yeah, you that like
I'm like, but I'm
Ruffy
not
was
funny.
saying, you didn't even know she paid attention to that shit. Then she pull it out on you. My dad has humor like that.
He does.
Well, he
Very
just
like
out of
that
nowhere.
dry,
Yeah.
witty
You didn't even
humor.
know he heard the joke.
Right.
And then he'll come back and be like, I know you're not talking with your brother. And you be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you are. Yeah.
To sneak up
I love
on
it.
you. But yeah, I just think it's interesting how people feel so entitled to know what's going on in your life. I remember when I was married, people didn't know who that man was until I was engaged.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you engaged?
Yeah.
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 It's not for you all to know. I'm not
whole
posting.
relationship.
And there's nothing wrong with people who want to share their love with the world. That's just not me.
Absolutely.
You choose what you want people to know. Just like we're not sharing all of our bad days, our bad
Oh, no.
moments. We put what we want people to see.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of I don't know. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, right? Because then people just think your life is just glitter and glam and whatever. But
And then,
it's like,
yeah.
and then, they're like, so everything's just great for you. No,
Yeah.
not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't see how people believe that. That's so weird to me.
Right.
How people will believe that narrative, and then that same person that'll act funny towards you because they see a streak of good things happening in your life is the same person that'll get paid to speak at an event, and they'll talk about how people don't care to share their most hurtful moments on social media, so you're getting highlight reels.
Yeah.
So it's weird because it's like on one side the person is saying that they understand at the end of the day people don't want to put their most intimate moments on social media.
Right.
But on the flip side, you're noticing how they're acting funny with you because maybe on the last few times you post on social media, there's been more like on the winning side of your life.
Yes.
So it's very oxymoronic because on one side that person will be telling you, oh yeah, because social media is the highlight reels, girl. You can't take it too serious. But in your personal life with that person, they're showing you feelings and airs because they're scrolling through your social media, seeing your social. I've noticed that too. So how people don't even see the transparency of themselves, how they don't even see you're just like other people on my wall.
Exactly.
You got a little bit of hater piece in you too. You know, a little hater piece. So, you know, it's weird how that works because people do say that a lot, but it's like to really understand it and understand past this person's wins, there's a real human being that goes through the losses to get to the wins.
Exactly. And that's what your mom said. You're still human.
You're still human. You know, and so that people forget that some kind of way. It's weird. It's weird how that works.
It's weird. And social media, you know, sometimes I say social media is the devil, but there's a good side to social media that allows you to connect with people. Yeah. But it's also the side of it that is very superficial and very evil. You know, because people use it for bad.
Well, it's a place for you to anonymously be who you want to be and create whatever you want to create on there. So, you know, you have people that have their pages, and then you have people that have their little dummy pages that they use to go to other people's pages.
Right. Just stalk.
You understand what I'm saying? It's which allows them to have a whole different persona. I never forget this girl I knew some years ago. Was she was the first person to ever tell me about that. Like how that I've never had a separate page. That I use to stalk people on or look at people's page because I have so fucking much to take care of.
Exactly.
For real, in real life. I got so many pages I gotta manage in real life. I don't have time to be, you know, profile 1, 2, 3 cat woman X to be something else so I can go look at some frenemy's wall. I don't give a damn.
Not that serious.
But there's people like that. But years ago, I mean, back like when there was MySpace, there was a young lady that I knew who's in Houston now, and it's so funny because she's like a well-known black entrepreneur in Houston, and she was the first person to tell me, oh yeah, you only have one page? No, you got to get another page, and that way you can do it. And I was like, girl, I can't even manage
the page
my own damn pages and grow my business. Like, how do you have time? So she's one of them sneaky all in your grill people. So I think whatever world, your social media is the world, you set the tone of it.
Absolutely.
I remember one time my ex said to me, I don't get on social media. It's too much negative stuff. Well, what's in your wall? What's in your feed?
That's it.
That's your
so
feed.
Negative.
Anything outside of that,
you control what you want to see.
Control it. But in your feed, what's in your feed?
Right.
And it was so funny because it was like he had an aha moment and he started deleting people out of his wall and he stopped complaining about social media as much. And my thing is, I don't think that should just apply to negative stuff of people you don't know. It can apply to people you know that you really like this bit. Right. If you scroll up on somebody's profile and in the back of your breath, in the back of your throat, you say, delete them.
Right.
If I'm that, delete me.
You just
because I'm not gonna feel that feeling for you in my news feed.
Yeah.
If I feel like I want to know what's going on with you every once in a while because you're maybe related to me or you're somebody that's just like I gotta kind of see what's going on with you, but you kind of annoy the shit out of me.
Right.
Then it's like I'm still deleting you off my wall. You keep laughing about why I got less than 2 dozen people I follow because I'm funny as shit about like what's in my feed.
15.
But I go and support other people's pages. I go into like the random wall and kind of
explore.
And I like, and if I see something a sister or brother got going on, I'll be like, oh, that's it. That's 10 hearts.
Right.
But in my feed, I gotta it's about that big.
Right.
You know, and that's how I'm able to balance it all out and still be able to make the most of social media and not, because I'm really not taking in a whole lot with my less than 2 dozen.
Right.
Think about it.
No, you're not at all. You can scroll and be done in 2 minutes.
And I exit out of there and then I go to the shade room and look at what they got going on. Then I exit, but that shade room will never make it into my fucking feed.
Right.
I don't care if they give me an interview, they're not going to make it in my feed.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff that comes through there is BS.
Yeah.
And I know it's meant to be entertainment gossip, but I don't want it in my feed.
Right.
So that's how I control those two.
Yeah.
You know?
But I like that you said that, you know, because you control what you want to see. And we've talked about that before. Like if you are comparing yourself to people and all that, and you know, social media is not making you happy.
Shrink your shit
then
down.
You have to you have to do something about it. And you know, for me, I guess sometimes I say I hate social media because it's a brand, you know, that you have to maintain. You are a personal brand, whether you have a business or not. You are a personal brand.
Absolutely.
People are going to recognize you for something or remember you for something, and so you have to maintain the image that you want to put out there. And so for me, it's like, that means I got to take pictures. I got to do this. I got to do that.
It comes with a responsibility.
What do I want to show? What side of people do I want to show? But at the same time, there is a level of transparency and vulnerability that I am willing to have with my audience.
Yeah.
But not too much. And again, that is having that control. And then, I saw Mariah say, I don't like other people's opinions, so I don't post everything on social media, especially personal things. And I agree with that. Again, controlling what you want to put out there. If I don't want somebody to comment, on my back rolls, well, I ain't going to put a picture of my back rolls on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to open myself up to that criticism if I don't want to I don't want to hear it.
And then another thing, just a side note real quick, and you have to surround yourself around people that respect that.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we've both had our incidents with people that want to put us out in a light that they kind of know they wouldn't want us to put them out in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you got to have people in your inner circle that respect that coveting of your desires and your wishes, because if not, then you're just going to find yourself constantly vexed and in plexery, as I say it, with other people about nonsense. So it's important also not just for you to walk in that realm, but for you to be very conscious of the people that are considered to be your supporters and soldiers and loved ones in your circle, that they protect that. Regardless of their beliefs, they respect you and love you enough to protect that and won't have you out here looking raggedy and crazy. If there's certain boundaries, because everybody got a different boundary and gauge of what's raggedy and crazy, but you understand what I'm saying still. So no, I definitely get it, because no matter how much you are a brand, you have to protect your brand.
You do.
But then there has to be that personal piece that's also your own set of rules from how you define your brand.
Exactly.
That's the part.
Because people, like I was saying earlier, you may want to share your relationship, but that's you.
Yeah.
That's you. That's what you want to do. That's fine. But I know for me in my house, I don't want to put all that out there.
Yeah.
And so, sometimes I even with my past, people are like, oh, you didn't take that picture down. I'm like, that's a part of my history. Yeah. It's a part of my past. I'm not going to erase my history. I'm not going to get mad and delete everything off of social media. That's just not me. But, but again, there are parts of me that I'm willing to share and parts of me that I'm not willing to share.
I've noticed here lately you've been saying that. So you feel like people are invading your space right now?
Well, I just feel like people feel entitled to know certain things.
Okay.
They'll DM me and ask me questions. That's not your business.
Oh, okay.
Are you dating so-and-so? Are you with, why?
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Worry about your own house.
Yeah, but I also think that definitely take that with a grain of salt, because that's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. And I expect it. I don't,
it's like people just DM me and ask me business questions. I was on Shark Tank.
Exactly.
They don't really ask me so much about relationship as much as they ask me about business. You see what I mean? If I was on a cooking show, they'd be like, so what do you think about this?
Right.
I cook this. Then they'd be sending me random pictures of their shitty cooking. Like they would. It just comes with it, babe.
Yeah. And
so you got to kind of take that with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah, and I do. But it's still, I can still control what I put out there. Yeah. And I think we've talked about this before, like how I like. Some people I answer. Okay. Because I just,
How
don't
do
ask
you
me
answer
again.
that? How do you answer that question? Are you dating someone? How do you answer that to a complete stranger? What do you say? Thank you, but no thank you, or no business?
Sometimes I'll respond with a funny comment. Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, yeah.
Smiley
That's
face.
a good way. That's
Wouldn't
a great
you like
deflection.
To know? Smiley face. Or they'll ask me about a specific person,
so
and I'm like, no.
I like it.
I'm just saying. It ain't none of your business.
No, that's what you're saying.
Instead of saying none of your business, I have a nice...
PR spend it.
Yeah, I've learned some things in my old age.
You have learned a lot, babe. Shit.
I'm just saying,
No, I get it.
But like even people, when my sister passed, were texting, or not texting me. Well, the people I knew were texting me or DMing me or even putting on my wall, what happened? And I'm like, what happened with my sister?
Oh, yeah,
and I'm like,
that's
that
inappropriate.
is so invasive.
Yeah.
I just think that is so inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I just don't think you should ask people who have lost someone what happened. If they want to share with you what happened, let them share that on their time, on their own terms.
Yeah.
But to ask someone what happened when they've lost someone is you're asking that person to repeat that trauma.
Yeah.
You're asking them to relive that moment. And so I just don't think that's appropriate. So I got a lot of questions about that, like I say, either DMs or even on my wall, and I'm like, I'm deleting this mess. I don't have time for this. But it's just And then like a whole article came out about that, about like what happened to Joy's sister. And I'm like, this is so inappropriate, you know, but people want to know. They just got to know. They got to know what's going on. They got to know what you're doing. Where you going? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? You know, so it's just like, whew. You know, and I know that I opened myself up when I opened myself up to that when I went on the show.
Right.
I know I opened myself up to that when I went on the show. However, again, I ain't on the show no more. So I can still control what I want y'all to see. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know. Hey Tierra, hey Tiffany. Yes, definitely have to watch the texting thugs.
Who said the texting thugs?
My mama said she died. That's enough said. Okay, mommy, we ain't coming for nobody on here, right?
What? She died. That's enough said. Oh, ooh.
To people, right? You know, so, but it's just showing people what you want them to know.
Yeah,
that's it. So, yeah. I mean, ain't much else to it. Yeah. So how did you deal with the public criticism or people expecting certain things from you?
Oh, they criticized me
when you were on Shark Tank.
It was hard at first. For that first week, you know, my ass is like built like a Mack truck and shit. Don't take too damn long for me to get over some. I'd be like, let me tell you something. Let me get y'all right the hell together. You know, so that first week though, it was like, damn, everybody got something to say.
Yeah.
Now, my thing was everyone had a great, knew just the answer that would have got me the perfect deal. Everyone knew just that you knew just
they know what's right for you.
The tweak to my product that would have just landed me the deal. Everyone, you know, knew just the packaging.
Right.
That would have been the thing that would have got me the deal. Everyone knew just the thing I could have said.
to get that
damn deal.
If I was you, I would have
fill in the damn blank.
Oh yeah, and just like people know who I should be dating. You should have chose. Oh really? Okay, right. Y'all just know my life, huh?
That's it.
No, okay.
The crazy eyes, y'all. See,
the crazy eyes. The hands covered.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that first week it was kind of tough, and then what happened was like. I was just getting picked apart, but on the parallel other side of that, I was getting more love than I ever got in my damn life.
Yes.
You know what I mean? From complete strangers, and I was a community was creating around me that related to me. And one day, my mom, I was like, I saw something about something because at the time I shared that with you. My website name, my domain wasn't available, and the person who had it was trying to sell it to me for like $15,000, and I didn't have that.
Right.
And so, a complete angel person, and I still don't know who this is to this day, bought the domain from the person and gave the domain to me.
Wow.
And we did the whole thing, the Google domain transfer through Google, and I was just like, are you sure there's nothing I can give you? They were like, no, and please just keep my name silent. I tried to look them up to see were they anybody, but it didn't lead back to anybody's name.
They were like, you're not going to
It just led back to like a shell company. But neither here nor there, I got my name. I got swagessentials.com versus pure-swag. Well, when that first dropped, everyone was asking me, and people were saying, how dumb of you? How do you not have your own domain name? And I'm sitting up here thinking, don't you think if my company domain name was available, I would have took it. That's why, like, if you may look at it, it might say CokeUSA.com, not Coke.com.
Yeah,
because when they went to buy it, someone bought it knowing they were going to buy it. That's a far stretch example, but it happens a lot. If you see a company, and then when you type in their name, it'll automatically redirect to a different name. Yeah. And then you're looking like, why they got USA behind their name, or why they got .co or whatever.
Because it wasn't available.
And they weren't about to just throw money away trying to give money to the equivalent of a tow truck driver on the internet. Shit. So anyway, people were dogging me out. Like, why would you get pure-swag? Like, that's cute. We get it. But why didn't you do Swag Essentials or da-da-da-da? And I was like, because the company name wasn't available. Oh my God, how dumb are you? And that was very painful to me because it was something I was really trying to do.
Yeah.
And I couldn't just come out and say, I didn't have $15,000 to buy no domain name. Once I made it in sales, I still didn't want to unask the money, but I didn't have to because someone reached out to me.
Yeah, and that's a blessing.
And so when I saw that criticism, I went crying to my mom. My mom was like, cut it off. No more internet for you. She said, do not Google your name or anything anymore, Lydia.
Yeah.
And she was like, the only thing you need to focus focus on is the people that love you and love your brand.
Right.
And that's what I started doing.
Yeah.
And that saved me and helped me dramatically because it changed my outlook.
Exactly.
Because I've been on national TV. There's going to be somebody that does not like me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't have to do anything but just be me, and they're not going to like me.
Right.
They're not going to like my idea. They're not going to like the way I look. It's something. And my mom was like, baby, focus on the people that do love you. If that's 1,000 people, 500 people, 30 people.
Right.
10,000 people.
Yeah.
Focus on the people that love you and eliminate the people out of your view that don't like you because it's always going to be someone. And that was the one thing I did adopt, and I had to adopt that fast.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like, ouch. And then I would go online and try to look their name up, see if I could find their page. And I was like, how you just gonna get on there and bully people, And it's like, and I caught myself getting caught up in that. And I was like, I had so many other things to do.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We got to give our energy to the things that serve us best, that add value, because, and that was the thing, like if I see a negative comment, like I know some people from the show, they would go in on the trolls. I don't have time for that. Like delete, block, good night.
Oh, and when you get to a certain point, your people will fight for you.
Exactly.
Your people, I see your people getting arguments. and that's how you know you're becoming a brand.
Yeah.
When people will come into your defense.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've seen people defend me on your wall.
Right.
Somebody said something like, and it was like, first of all, Lydia's the friend that everybody needs, bitch. And I was like, damn, go ahead.
Listen, they are loyal.
128 USAD.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Tell that bird. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you just back up and let them do it.
About having a community. There are advantages of, opening yourself up to the public because you have a community. You know, because I've had people say, oh, I'm glad you responded to that. You responded so nicely because I was about to go in.
No, and they just say, and then they'll add them.
Right.
Because they want it at that point.
And I'm
smoke
like,
is
listen,
warranted.
y'all.
They I want the smoke.
Right. I'm like, we're not going to do this on my wall.
They be looking for, they be like, anybody want some smoke?
I'm like, we're not going to do this. I love y'all. I thank y'all for your support, but we're not going to do
or
this.
A personal clarify, I didn't mean it that way at 123 Love.
Right.
And then 123 Love will say, okay, that's what I thought. At Judy 7454. Because I was about to say at Joy _M_. I said, damn.
Right. Oh, they be going in. But I love it.
No, I love it too. So it's very entertaining.
Yes. Hey, Talisa, thank you so much. What you see is what you get, Talisa.
Yeah.
That's what it is, Mariah. James, Mariah, you one of them, you be coming for people. She like, I'm guilty. I came for somebody on your wall.
Yeah. No, that man, you let that happen and keep growing and know that comes with it. And then you're gonna just have to get to the point where most people get to, you don't take DMs.
Yeah.
You get to the point where like DMs is just not a question.
Yeah.
You know what I hate a lot though while we're on that? Don't DM me about business. I don't like that. I haven't fell into that social media DMing me about business.
What do you mean?
When you have created a platform called a website, don't DM me in my box about it's not whatever.
Well, you know why I think people do that is because they think they can reach you faster in a DM versus your website. So I think, like, for example, I know certain journalists would prefer that people reach out on social media versus, going through the publicist channels or the media outlets or whatever. So something like that, yes. But I will agree with you. Like, don't ask me for a consultation in my DM. You go to the website and pick and choose the pick my brain session.
So if that holds true,
yes.
Why don't they do that when they go on Exxon.com? Why don't they hit DM, how you doing? Right. I've attached my resume. They know the difference.
You're right.
They want to feel like
they
want the hopes that you respond and they can feel like they have that personal thing with you.
Yeah.
No one else does.
That's true.
And I feel like you can still get that from me, but send that to my email box where everything can be streamlined.
Yeah.
I've had people inbox me about business, and then when we respond, inbox us here or complete this or follow.
Then
nothing.
You don't
Crickets.
hear from them. Yeah.
It's like, so you just don't, in my mind, I feel like you the kind of person that wants to skip the line. And I get it because Lord knows I got itis and I don't like standing in lines. But I also understand protocols, and I also understand that there's a certain point that to the person you're sending it to, it feels intrusive.
Right.
Because it feels like you already have your mind, like you just want to jump past what I'm asking you to do. If I say don't DM me about business, I mean that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
so
some
then it
people
makes
have
me
to
put you to the bottom of the list because I feel like,
Yeah.
so you want what you want when you want it. So you're impatient and you're going to try to project that over here. So if I do give you access to me, you're going to want what you want in that very moment when you want it. And if you don't get it, the conversation is dead, so we might as well not have the conversation.
Yeah, I think that's and I think we need to have another conversation about that because
that shit
in
is for
terms
birds.
of the expectations in business and how you communicate with people, the boundaries that you set with your potential clients in business, we got to talk about that. Okay, so we got to talk about this Girl Shut Up.
Let's talk about it.
We've
Get
already
into it,
been
boo.
talking about it, but we just gonna formally just pop up the Girl Shut Up.
Aww.
You know, this is Issa Rae. She got married. What I love about this particular post though is the caption. Brunch and Beauties, they said, if letting people know only what you want them to know and when had a face, that would be Issa Rae and her husband. Listen, we've been
Did
talking
anybody
about
even know
this.
she was dating?
I suspected because she popped up on an Essence cover with an engagement ring, and then somebody called her out on it on, I can't remember what show that she was on, but she was like, oh, I just wear jewelry, you know, I wear lots of jewelry, and she kind of blew it off. So that was like in 2019, and then I was like, she engaged, you know, but yeah, so she kept it so undercover, and I love it. Like, even, I mean, we talked about Kerry Washington before. You don't see Kerry Washington's kids, her husband. We know who her husband is, but you know, you don't see that.
Yeah.
She shows you what she wants to show you, and Issa Rae is the same way, and I love it. And I just think that when you are a public figure, people just expect to know everything about you. So we're gonna make this quick.
Well, that's where the word public from public figure come in.
Right. Exactly. But you can also curb what you share with the public. You know, she was like, and she said, because actually she did an interview, can't remember what magazine, and they asked her, who are you dating? And she said, you know, I give feedback on everything in my life, what kind of shows I write, this, that, clothes I wear, whatever. She said, but who I'm effing is none of y'all business, basically. She's like, that is something I will not receive feedback on, and I respect that. That ain't nobody's business, because everybody got an opinion about something. You know, and she's like, that's not what I'm going to share with y'all. And yes, she's a private person. She's also a Capricorn. Shout out, because we like to keep it tight. We like to keep it tight.
Mother Hutton, happy Leo season. Your daughter's trying to throw a Capricorn in
I
there.
mean,
a goat in the middle of your lioness.
Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon, whatever it is. Mother. You know, it's something. All right, y'all, we got to go. Girl, shut up to the people that feel like they should, know everything. Girl, shut up. That's it. Next Thursday, 10-ish. Follow us on Instagram at official beautyish. Look, are y'all listening on the podcast networks too? Because we need to get these numbers. We need to make sure that we can do this every week for you all. So make sure y'all support us on the podcast network. I'm not trying to quit.
Said I'm out. I'm be up here. Y'all be looking at me by myself. Just I'm be doing the bow and the girl shut up.
She can handle a one-woman show. She a whole comedian.
I could, but Lydia, I don't want to.
She a whole comedian.
I don't want to. I want to do it with you.
Right.
I don't want to do it without you.
Oh, I don't want to do it without you either.
I don't want to do this life without you.
I don't want to do it either.
So sad.
She's silly. We love y'all. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys
you guys
next Thursday.
Peace.